Start here. Whoa! 4 seconds to 60. Woo! Yes, that is quick. This is definitely quick. Now I don't know if it's even. Good afternoon, this is Peter. Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to get behind the wheel of this beautiful 2023 Ford Mustang Mach E GT. I'm very excited to get behind the wheel of this beautiful Mustang Mach E GT. It's been a bit of a while. This is a brand new 2023 model. This is the regular Mustang Mach E GT, not the performance version. Before we go on, I want to give a big shout out to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time with this Mustang Mach E GT. Big thank you to Tim. I'll put all the information and a link to their website in the description below. So here we have this beautiful 2023 Ford Mustang Mach E GT. Very excited to do so. This one that we have with us here is finished off in what they call a vapor blue, which is an absolutely beautiful color, which looks fantastic in the sunlight. Kind of a metallic bluish grayish. If you see that, I don't know if the camera's going to do it justice, but absolutely beautiful color. One of the best ones I've seen from Ford. Wow, this looks fantastic. Of course, this one here that we have with us is just a regular GT, not the performance pack with it. This has got the different wheels. The performance will have different wheels. This is just a regular Mach E GT. Of course, this Mach E has been with us since 2021, so it's been a while. Obviously, Ford later came out with the Mach E GT. Of course, we got different various models of the Mach E GT, from just single motor to the all-out, this GT package ones with the suspension, the wheels, the bigger brakes, the dual motors with 480 horsepower and 600 pound-feet of torque. Now, of course, this has got all-wheel drive traction, since we have the Mach E GX, which gives you each motor on each axle, providing the power to all the wheels of this beautiful Mach E GT. Of course, here we have beautiful 5-spoke wheels. These are 20-inch wheels wrapped around Continental Cross Contact all-season performance tires. Of course, if you go to the Mach E GT Performance, you're gonna get an all-season. No, you're gonna get basically a high-performance summer tire. Now, I just really love the styling of this Mach E GT. Of course, it's called the Mustang. A lot of people, of course, were controversial of Ford adding the Mustang name to something like this, to a GT. But here you go. This is why they added the Mustang name to this one of Mustang design elements. As you can see, guys, where we have those 3 design vertical lights, very similar to the Ford Mustang. Of course, we get a GT badge here on this one. Rear wiper, a little bit of spoiler here in the rear. Of course, this has already come basically standard with the panoramic roof. This is not open. It's just basically a panoramic roof that's standard now in the GTs. Before it was an option, now it's basically standard for the 2023s. But really love the way this looks. I mean, the wheels, the standout, just the stands, the way Ford did this line here up there. Of course, you get the B pillars, the A pillars, just everything looks fantastic. I believe that the Mustang, I would say just the Mustang Mach E, but I would say the electric vehicles overall have lost a little bit of that spark that everybody wanted them. There's a few of them here. There's about 2 or 3 of them that were available at the same time. Usually it's hard. Usually you had an older one. Some of the people that ordered one were just kind of didn't want them go forward with the purchase. So there's a few of them quite a bit now in the Ford dealership, including this GT, that is available for sale. But yeah, unfortunately, looks like the electric cars have lost a little bit of that spark, and they're not selling as hot as they were, especially the sample, the F-150 Lightning and the Mustang GT. There's a few of them sitting around. All that latest and greatest electric vehicle is not that hot anymore in the market, especially with the prices. Now let's go and check out the sticker. Hello everybody, you can see myself here in the reflection. So we have a 2023 Mustang Mach E GT. This one's starting price of, I gotta come this way, of $63,995 for a total price of this one for $66,035. There's no markups on these at all right now, thank God. And we use basically all there is on this one is just a $240 interior protection package. But so you're looking at a $66,000 Ford Mustang Mach E. And obviously that's not a low price. It's a pretty good high price especially for an SUV. It's got good size. It's plenty of comfortable inside. Obviously this one being the GT rides a little firmer, so it's more like a little sports car. But overall, in terms of comfortability, let's go ahead and open up the hatch here. We have the key with us here. If we do a double click of the hatch, we're just gonna do a quick walk around of this one. You can see we got the rear room camera, the GT badge. Really nice the way this has got plenty of space here in the back for basically most families. You can see we got a rotor format here. You probably got around 20 cubic feet of space. I'll put all that information for you guys up in the screen. But really nice. You can put the seats down. You can see we don't have any spare tire here underneath, but we'll have basically a spare mobility kit to fix your flat tire if you have to. But there's a little bit extra space here on the bottom. But that's about it for this Ford Mach E. There's no, there is a 12-volt connection here, a couple of hooks, probably a speaker here in the back, but that's about it. But still pretty good roomy size, and I think it's pretty practical if you want, you know, if you need to carry any huge stuff. You're just gonna double press the key again, and we have some LED lights here on the bottom there. You can see really cool. I love this lights here in the back. And so checking out the interior, since we got no way to check, we're gonna check out the interior. Now I really love the interior of this Ford Mach E GT. So of course we got a bit of soft leather here, soft material. We got a bit of orange stitching and a bit of cloth as well. This is covering the speaker, but we also got a bit of Alcantara there as well. As you can see, the seating on here is really cool. We got some orange piping. We got a little bit cool texture to that, and the suede just feels fantastic. Let's go ahead and check out inside how roomy it is. So inside of this Mustang Mach E GT, there's, I mean, obviously this is the design of all of them. They're a little bit short in space in terms of headroom, but overall it's not, I mean, it's about the same size as say Bronco Sport. Basically the same type of interior, obviously size inside. I'm about 5'11", so I still got a couple of inches here between the front seat and the seat. It's probably sit back a little bit further, but as you can see, really nice interior. Of course, you got lots of sway, we got lights, we got a black headliner as well. We got the huge panoramic sunroof here. As you can see, it's not a sunroof, it's basically just a sunlight or basically a glass roof. It doesn't pop or anything like that, but overall a fantastic interior. Down here we got a couple of AC outlets, we got a couple of USB connections, and that's about it for this interior of this Ford Mach E. But I really nice, and I love the materials and everything as well put together. So all right, let's get to the front. One unique thing about the Ford Mach E is basically the handlebar. It's got a little button here where you press, you gotta just kind of get that open, which is really interesting to see if the battery dies. I'm gonna see if that works or not, but let's go check out the front real quick. Double click on that. So coming here to the front of this Mach E GT, we got a little pony here that does light up at night. That's part of the tradition of this GT lined Mustang Mach E. So we're gonna just lift the hood. It does have hydraulic shocks. Thank you for putting that in there. So as you can see, guys, here we have no motors. We got basically just some storage space here. I don't know, it's maybe about 10-12 cubic feet of storage here. It's pretty deep as well. You can put a couple of, basically 3 or 4 bags of groceries here if you grocery light. But really cool what it is. Of this basically powered, of course, by the twin motors, 480 horsepower, 600 pound-feet of torque that's going through the all-wheel drive system of this Ford Mach E GT. Of course, those electric motors. The battery is about, Ford upgraded the battery to about 91 kilowatts. So that's a bigger battery, and your range is still about 250, 260, depending on how heavy your foot is. That's how much range you get, but you're looking at about 250 to 260 miles of range, depends of course how you drive. But there we go, guys, not much to see here. Lots of room, just a lot of storage, but we do have a little pony here at front, which is a little bit of really cool detail that Ford put on there, the Easter egg as we call it. Really love this paint. This is fantastic, and oh man, this is such a nice vehicle. And just put up the hood there, and there we go. To the front, we got a bit of that orange stitching, which is really nice with the leather. We got controls for your windows, mirrors, 3 memory seating as well. We got some more soft material here, as you can see, banging up some speakers. As you can see, this is really nice material, that kind of like the hard cloth, bit of Alcantara there. Beautiful GT lettering here on the door sill with a bit of pony there. Mach E GT, basically rubber floor mats. So we come here to the interior, guys. Really nice seats. This got really nice side wall string, the cloth, I mean this bit of leather, and of course we get that, might be some X material along with that suede here, but I love this, I love the pattern, love the stitching, really looks cool. And of course you can see, guys, more of a aluminum material there, adjustable tilt and telescoping steering wheel with a beautiful leather stitching there. Really nice the way the materials are. So all right, let's go ahead and get inside. So inside of this Mustang Mach E, I really love the way this interior is laid out. Is the design of the cockpit, all the dash is really cool, very different than anything else Ford has. Really interesting the way that is. Of course we get your big 15.5-inch screen here. Just really cool the way everything is, the seats, the pattern. Of course the panoramic sunroof gives you a little more light. I do love that this is black, doesn't get dirty or anything like that. We have a sunglass holder there. Of course we got some lighting there, no panoramic sunroof. We do have at least home link here to open up your garage. But before we go on, let's go ahead and turn this thing on to get some AC going, because it is quite hot today here in Central Florida this afternoon. Let's go ahead and just step on a brake and hit our start-stop button. Now, of course, we got no motor coming on. This is basically just turns on the system. That just says that the We get a bit of radio here, so let's drop that down. Of course, this system is just ready to go. We got right now 36% of battery left, so that just gives us plenty of juice to go around a little bit and test drive it. But I really love the way this thing just feels. It feels very light. Love the lower dash. We got, of course, your 10-inch screen here that shows you the display. Of course, how miles you got, range, little different things that you have here, all the information, what gear you're on, all that kind of stuff here. And of course, here we got your 15-inch screen. This is the Sync 4 System A that's included with this Mach E. But before going, let's go ahead and close the door because it is quite hot. You just get this door closed. Love that Alcantara all the way that is. The piping here really looks cool what Ford did to this interior of this Mach E GT. So just looking at this interior, guys, really love the way this is. Obviously, we got a lot of cloth here. Looks like this is basically called the soundbar. All the speakers that are in front of this Bang & Olufsen system. We got a little more Alcantara there, a bit of aluminum. Of course, you got the big, long looking of the AC outlet, which is awesome looking. Really nice to get that cool. Obviously, there's no engine sound at all. Just basically just the AC compressor working. So here we have the 15.5-inch screen. This has got Sync System 4A, which is the latest and greatest up till somewhere. Still got the sticker there. Of course, says we got tire pressure. Of course, we go home. We do have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto navigation, all kinds of screens, sketching up to the air. We got Android up, of course, all the greatest and latest. Of course, the AC works over here. Now, the only thing I don't like, you have to control the AC through the menu, which is through the screen, which is a little odd. You can't really get, kind of odd to get. I don't know how to push this down, but you have heated seats as well, heated steering wheel. Of course, this is a dual zone automatic AC. Now here we do have a volume control for the radio, and we do have, I believe we got about 10 to 12 speakers of Bang & Olufsen system, which sound very nice sound system. Now down here we have a couple of charging pads for the phone. We have USB connections. We got cup holders, your little roundup for your gear selection, parking brake, parking sensors, and hazard. Little GT sign here on your armrest, which feels really nice. And we have just a little more space here as well. As you can see, a 12-volt connection there. And that's about it for this interior. Forcer coming to the center. We got the steering wheel, which feels fantastic in your hands. Really nice the way the leather feels. A bit of also that orange stitching around here. We got your 10-inch display here, which shows you the miles per hour, what year you're in, miles, the range. Of course, you got the range and percentage wise, all kinds of little information. And of course, it shows you all your Ford Copilot 360 settings, what things you have, and all that kind of stuff. And this also comes with Ford's Blue Cruise as well, which is basically Ford's latest and greatest automation self-driving system. But that only works on divided 4-lane highways, so if I'm correct. So that I can't really put it to the test here. But one day we're gonna go on a ride and do a little video of the Ford self-driving ability of the Ford Blue Cruise. So let's go and check out the reverse camera. You can see a big camera here, a lot of screen to show you. And of course, we can go down if you're not, I don't think this toes, but we do have, as you can see, trajectory lines as well. And we should have some sensors in the back. As you can see, there go the sensors. Check the sensors go there. We have a little 360-degree camera there. As you can see, you got various modes for the camera. You can check there. Really cool way that is. But I'm all right. Let's go to drive, and let's go out and test out this Ford Mustang Mach E GT. Now, guys, as you know, this 2023 Mustang Mach E GT are built in Mexico, in Hermosillo plant, which is cool. I mean, obviously it's interesting the way they do that, but I think they're doing a good job. This feels fantastic, this little SUV. I really like it, really small, very kind of like a Escape size, you know, really nice. But this obviously has got much more power, definitely much heavier, looking at about 5,000 pounds of SUV, especially in this GT trim. Now, if you get the what you call, not the competition pack, when you get the performance pack, you're gonna get, of course, the summer tires. You're gonna have another 34 pound-feet of torque for a total of 634 pound-feet of torque, and you also get the Magna Ride shocks. Now this has the regular shocks, not the self-dampening or the Magna Ride shocks, which is a fantastic riding shocks. So I would suggest getting the performance pack for the Mach E GTs if you're gonna get them. So, but I really, this thing just feels, you can tell it feels so nice. Come out this way, so we can just test that out a little bit. So as you can see, guys, I don't know if this is, of course, whoa, this thing just takes off like a banshee. Woo! The handling brakes are good. Obviously, this is meant to handle. Yeah, I can tell. I can feel a little bit of the weight, but it really disguises it well, especially in a little tight corner like that. We just wasted about 2% of the gas right there. It's about 3 miles of range. But this thing just feels fantastic, very agile, very direct steering. Really love the way this thing feels pretty flat too. This is the kind, really my cup of tea of cars, performance, which I love. I love driving. I love, you know, just performance driving. To me, I'm the enthusiast of driving. As much as I'm an enthusiast of car, I think I'm more of an enthusiast of driving. driving. I mean, getting to feel these cars. I saw this GT, they're sitting there. I excited to get the opportunity because this thing's probably gonna sell not too long. Although it's been sitting there for a little bit, these cars, electric cars, seem to lost their mojo in terms of sales. Yeah, just incredible how these things have not sold as quickly as they used to do. All right, guys, let's go. There's somebody coming here. Let's do this quick. I don't think that's a cop. I'm just gonna do a little bit standing start here. Whoa! 4 seconds to 60. Woo! Yes, that is quick. This is definitely quick. Now I don't know if it's giving me all the juices. We're kind of low on range. I know that Ford kind of lowers the performance the more battery this is being using, or the lower the battery power is. So we got about 35% of battery left, 88 miles. So of course the anxiety of battery comes. That's the biggest issue with electric cars, that you only have 88 miles of range, and this is, you know, that's when maybe people who are not used to having this type of vehicles get the anxiety of, I'm gonna run out of battery, it's gonna be scary, what am I gonna do? I can go pull over to a gas station. But of course, next year for 2024, Ford has joined forces with Tesla. So I believe in the spring of 2024, you're going to be able to charge at a Tesla charging station, which is a fantastic news, because for those who know me, I love watching or hearing the podcast of Matt Farah, the Smoking Tire podcast. He has a Mach 1 and has had all kinds of issues doing long travel because of the, you know, oh man, this thing just pulls. Oh my God, this thing is a rocket. Woo, I love this thing. So as you know, obviously Electrify America, when you go driving these things in long range, say from Las Vegas to Los Angeles, or vice versa, or Orlando to Atlanta, you have to stop and refill these things. And sometimes you get to those stations, some of them don't work, they're full, and then when you go charge, they're only halfway, or they don't accept your credit card, all kinds of it. Even Ford's CEO president just went on a road trip on F-150, and he said that the system is not, it's got a lot of work to be taken care of. Like Matt said before, that they give the money to build these stations but don't maintain them, so they don't have the money to maintain them. So, and then of course, you know, our president wants us to be all electric by 2030 or something like that, which is just nuts. There's no way in hell they can even support the local one right now. I mean, the local AC or the local electrical chargers, let alone that nobody even has many. There's only like maybe 5-6% of American people have electric cars. I'm pro it. I mean, though I love performance and the sound, these are very fun cars, something way different, and I applaud Ford for going this. This is a fantastic vehicle. I love to have one of these for every day. I think they're fantastic cars for every day, especially if you're in the city. You don't have to travel long distances. You can easily take this from Orlando to Tampa with no issues at all. And now that if you're gonna have the Tesla's ability to charge at a Tesla station, that's just gonna give you a much this is going to change the whole game. I think it's a game changer for Ford once you get to be able to charge at a Tesla charging station. So let me know what you guys think. I absolutely love this Ford Mach GT. It's fast, it's agile, it is a little bit heavy. I mean, it's not the most agile of cars, but this thing going, okay, I'm going to go. I got the power. Oh my God, this thing is just crazy. God, look how fast this thing is. Wow, this thing is a rocket. 4 seconds to 60, guys. Quarter mile at about 102-3 miles an hour. And this is not the full on, you know, performance edition. So really awesome the way this is. And this is only at 85. This is only at 34% range. I have a little more oomph with a full battery charge, but overall fantastic driving of this Mach E GT. I mean, the Ford thing is going to be not happy with me, but this thing just feels solid. It is very buttoned down. The suspension, you can definitely feel a little bit of the weight, but it is masked very well. I think the Ford engineers did a fantastic job of masking the weight of this thing. This is a 5,000-pound vehicle, so it's no lightweight, but it does feel pretty agile. It feels just as agile as a lightweight as a Ford Escape, you know. Ford did a good job with these things, and then they're just refining these cars every year. So now, of course, guys, for 2024, Ford's coming out with a rally version of this Mach E, which is like a semi-light off-road version of this. It's pretty cool. You're gonna have a Mach E GT, and then the kind of semi-off-road version of the Mach E, which I think is fantastic. I think Ford's kind of, you know, doing that, really various models of this Mach E, which is great. I'm all for this kind of cars. This is a fantastic riding vehicle. I have driven, of course, the Lightning as well, not the full motor, the full-blown horsepower one, but Mach, the Ford F-150 Lightning Pro that I drove. You see that on my videos. That was a fantastic one, where they were priced at $41,000. That was a while ago. But this is a fantastic vehicle nonetheless. Great electric vehicle. Of course, the range and all that stuff, that's what kind of gets people are not really ready for electric vehicles or a full experience. And I'll be happy. Love to drive this thing every day. This is a great, fantastic vehicle for daily chores. If you like fast cars and a little bit of performance driving, this is a fantastic vehicle to have. I highly recommend something like this. This has all the amenities. Of course, you got all kinds of the big toy, the big screen. AC is blowing nice and cool. The only thing I don't see is we don't have any cool seats. We do have heated seats on each side and a heated steering wheel, but we do have no cool seats at all. Making sure there's no cop behind me because the plate's here beside me. But as you can see, guys, this thing is just a monster in acceleration. This thing goes, it's quickly. I'm not even pressing on the thing very much, and this is already up to 60, 67. Just like that. This thing is just a accelerating beast. Really kind of, I would say, not Tesla plate acceleration, but this thing is up there with one of the best. But let me know what you guys think of this Ford Mach E GT. I think this is a fantastic vehicle. As Matt Farrer has said it, this is a great vehicle to have for a daily. The brakes are really nice and strong too. You can feel those 4-piston calipers clamp on those 15-inch rotors. This thing has all, I mean, performance. It's got acceleration. It's very comfortable. I love the interior of this Mach E, the way it's designed. I wish we had a pop-up sunroof or something like that, but of course this is kind of hard to put in these models. But I really love this thing. This thing is just, as an everyday car, it's got the perfect range, it's got the perfect power, actually a lot more power than you probably need. And that's the thing about electric vehicles, they're very fast, they feel awesome. Even the Chevy Volt E that I drove, it's got some pretty good pep to it. It's not as fast as this is on another league, but even that Chevy Volt EUV that I drove, still a good vehicles, and that's actually a better value. This is $66,000 where we're sitting in right now. The Chevy Volt is basically half the price. It's basically like $33,000 for that. So let me know what you guys think of this 2023 Mustang Mach E. In conclusion, fantastic car. I would say it's a car, SUV, crossover, whatever you want to call it. This thing is a monster. This thing is very fast. It's got the range, it's got the comfort, it's got the daily. I think the daily usage is easy. This thing is fantastic. It feels light in your hands, doesn't make noise. Wow, I'm just very impressed. It's got a fantastic stereo system, the Bang & Olufsen system. It does ride a little harsher. It is sports car like ride, but that's the way it is with this Mustang. You want to get a little softer ride, you gotta get the regular Mach E's. If you get the Magna ride, and this might have a little bit of ride, but this is a fantastic vehicle overall. Let's go and give that rear camera another shot. Whoops, I'm going the wrong way. Excellent camera. You can see excellent graphics, very clear. Really all what you need there, and 360 degree as well. So there we go, guys. 2023 Ford Mustang Mach E. To make sure we're on park. Oh, guys, real quick before we go, I apologize. I was so excited about this thing. I forgot that this thing had basically some drive modes. We got the Whisper, Engage, and Unbridled. Of course, Unbridled being the fastest, most accelerating drive, machine road aligned as one, more responsive acceleration and steering. And of course, that gives you the one pedal drive and all that stuff. That's when I drove with this Whisper. So we got Engaged, which is nice balance of really fun, but I was driving in Whisper, which is really nice. It was still felt super quick, very quiet, basically no degenerative braking, but overall, basically I forgot to give you those guys for. But all right, guys, thank you so much for watching again. Have a fantastic afternoon, day, or night, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye bye.